I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it. It says it's in Sheboygan, Michigan.
Yeah.
It's called the man-killing clam.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. The man-killing clam.
Do you love to travel?
Do you love road trips?
Do you love finding hidden treasures in towns all over the USA? Hi, I'm Joshua.
And I'm Craig. Welcome to Treasures of Our Town. It's the podcast that explores the unique and charming towns scattered throughout the United States.
Guided by our love for location-based games like geocaching, join us as we venture to some of the country's most intriguing destinations, uncovering hidden gems and local secrets along the way.
On today's episode, Josh, this time it's all about me.
It's all about you.
It's all about me and my recent trips, adventures, travels all around the great state of Michigan.
I am so excited to hear it. I have not spent a whole lot of time in Michigan myself. I've been I dabbled in Detroit. I've dabbled in Grand Rapids, but everything in the middle, I haven't really checked out anything in the middle. I've been on both sides.
Yeah,
I haven't checked out. Oh, I've been, Craig, I've been up to the UP too.
You did it. You did do the up. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Did you get up there? Well, we'll find out.
We'll find out. Stay tuned. We'll find out exactly. But mate, it's been a minute since you and I have had a chat. We did miss last week's episode, but Josh, in saying that, we're now back on track. See, because remember we missed out on an episode after Geo Woodstock because we were slammed and busy as well. And therefore we went off weeks and now we're back on the weeks again. See, so that's the positives. I'm a positive guy.
Well, it is a good excuse because this is a podcast, a travel podcast, guided by our love for location-based games. And let's just face it, all your travels have been guided by geocaching as you go to mega. And when these big megas arrive, like Geo Woodstock or Midwest Geobash, which you just attended, it's a little bit tough. It's a little bit tough to like focus on the content of the podcast. You got to live in the moment, Craig. You got to be present for the moment. And so you were focused on
I was
Midwest Geobash. And you know what? We're going to talk a little bit about that too. So there's going to be some high level geocaching content in this episode.
And we'll put that at the very end, so we can get through it. Perfect. And then if you're a non-geocaching, go, I hate geocaching, and then they can turn it off at the end. So that's what they can do. But mate, what have you been up to in the meantime? I will say now, your beard is looking absolutely fantastic right now. It is grown. It's got depth. It's got body. It's got balance. It's got bounce. You know, and that's the hair on your face I'm talking about, not the hair on your head, Josh. Please tell me you don't.
Usually the hair on my head has bounce.
Exactly. You don't blow dry your beard as well every morning, do you?
No, I haven't. Let's see if the listeners can hear it. Ready? Here we go. I'm going to rub it against the microphone.
Oh, there you go.
That's it. That's not my chin. That's hair.
That's hair. Chin. And then this is mine. Ready?
Ooh, yours is a little scruffly.
Yeah, because mine's actually smaller at the moment. Like mine's shorter than yours, Josh, because I've just trimmed up. I know. I've just trimmed up. So, but anyway, Josh, quick question for you. Are you going to keep it?
Am I going what?
Going to keep it, the beard. Are you going to keep the beard?
Oh, am I going to keep it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. We'll see. You know, I've gotten some positive responses about it. But you know how it goes. Most people, polite people that don't like it are just not going to say anything.
Yeah.
So it's hard to know, if people really do like it.
But as we said,
so many people that don't say anything.
As I said last episode, Josh, when we spoke about this, when you just started growing it as well, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks apart from you, sir. You and you alone. No one else should influence your decisions and the way you want to look, the way you want to dress, the way you want to act.
I know this. But
you of all people,
I can't decide. I can't decide if I like it or not. So
fair enough.
It's not gone yet.
It's not gone yet. So, and before you do, Josh, I'm going to say this as well. I would love it for you to put it out there on Instagram, on a story. Yes, no, keep, go. That's that's it. And that may and that will maybe make your decision a little bit easier if you're still on the fence when you're thinking about actually taking it off or not. So,
maybe I should let the patrons decide.
Yes, the patrons first.
So much power.
I know, right? Power of the patrons.
Again, they're going to be polite. I think they're going to be polite. And I think people also will like it because it's novel. Like, oh, it's different. I like it because it's different.
But Josh, I'm proud to say that you've become a man. Like you look manly. Like you look like you're all grown up now. You're not like a little boy anymore. You look like a father of 3 adults. That's what you look like now.
I don't need a beard to tell me that I'm a man.
I'm saying you look like a father of 3 adults is more like it.
Anyway. You can't see a lot of gray in my hair because I'm pretty blonde still. But with the beard, you can see
the gray.
Very clear. Yeah, you can see that I am actually the age I am. So.
And that's what I like about it too. But also the laughter lines give it away as well, Josh. You have a look back in your videos, 10, 12 years ago, your YouTube videos, you didn't have the laughter lines like you do now. Okay. So it is what it is. But either way, it's what's inside that counts. It doesn't matter how you look; it's how you feel that matters.
You are preaching to the choir. You are preaching
you of all people. I know. I'm actually doing your job back at you. That's what I'm doing.
There you go. It's always good to have reminders. So, but we got to go to our upgrades and delays. We literally have not really talked to each other since the last time we recorded the podcast, which was like 3 weeks ago.
I know.
Right? 2 or 3 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Two and a bit weeks
because
ago.
People that don't know this, like every once in a while, we'll do a little FaceTime and stuff and just check in. But it's been so busy. So here's my delay. I'll tell you my delay first. Guess what? I'm in the middle of right now.
In the middle of right now? Work?
Yes. But I am on call for jury duty.
Oh, no. Really?
I know. It's like the busiest time of year, too. It's like the worst possible time to be called in for jury duty. So I got called in the first day of jury duty. And guess what? I got picked for a jury. Dun, dun, dun.
You know
horrible.
Why? No, it's because of the beard.
Yeah, they look. I trust that guy.
They trust that guy. He looks like a father of 3 adults. That's what it is. Yeah. So
I got. Well, hold on. I got picked for the jury, and then they're like, "Okay, the trial's going to start after lunch." So I went to lunch. I came back, and the judge comes in and goes, "We're not having a trial today because one of the witnesses didn't show up."
Oh.
So I got out of it. No more jury duty.
So it's all done.
That was it. One day.
That was it. Done. How much did you get paid for that?
I got like
$20.
Get paid? $20.
That's
$20 a day.
Really? Wow.
That's bad.
Wow. $20 is $20. That's what some people say. Anyway, I will never, ever, ever in my life get selected for jury duty, Josh.
Why?
One, because I'm an ex-cop. So we are, out of jury duty because we are way too biased in regards to the life of a police officer. So, I'll never get selected for jury duty in any way, shape, or form. So do you have an upgrade if that's the case then, Josh? Or do you want me to go through mine?
You go to your delay first.
My delay. I'm going to say my delay, Josh, is the fact that we haven't actually recorded. That's my delay. I haven't had time to record this episode, to chat to you, to get things started and get things out underway. I mean, you and I, upon recording this, tonight, right now, I come up with the show notes today, so it was that last minute. You know what I mean? So, so my delay is the lack of time I've been managed to get to actually record. Very different. I do the Munsey podcast every single week. That's every single Wednesday. Rob and I get tied down for that. The GCPC, I get tied down with that. However, last week, not this week just gone, but the week before, I wasn't even on GCPC. I was that busy. See? So
busy.
Yeah, it's
that is the thing. You have appointment recording for those other podcasts.
Yes.
Maybe we should learn from those other podcasts and we should have a day set.
I can't get you tied down to a day, a date and time. And that's the other thing, Josh. That's another reason why we like this to be recorded rather than a live podcast too. So we don't have to settle on dates. We can record at midnight if we want. So So that's my delay. Now your upgrade, Josh. What's your upgrade?
Oh my gosh, I was sitting at work one day. I don't think I shared this at the previous podcast. I don't think so. And all of a sudden, one of my coworkers says, "Hey, does anybody want to go to the Yacht Club Music Festival?" Now, let me tell you what the Yacht Club Music Festival is. It's a 3-day music festival in the Twin Cities. We're talking Green Day. We're talking Weezer. We're talking Sublime. We're talking 311. We're talking Hozier. We're talking Sheryl Crow. All these big stars.
Wow.
And Green Day is my favorite band. And she goes, "Does anybody want to go?" I got 2 3-day wristbands for this festival. This was 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
And I said, "Yes, please. I'll take them." I was pretty free that weekend. And so I get there the first day to get my wristbands, and they are VIP wristbands.
What?
They're worth $1,000 a piece.
And you got 2 of them.
I got 2 of them.
Wow.
And so what the VIP did, it got you into the special section where I had my own own bathroom area, and they had your own drink area. But the best thing, Craig, is that I got to go almost right up to the front of the stage for everything. I had access to almost the front, and I got to see some of my favorite bands, including Green Day. I've never thought I'd get to see Green Day that close. It was so cool.
You're living your best life, Josh. Last episode, your upgrade was the fact that you saw the Back to the Future guy as well, like the singer.
Marvin Berry. He's my friend now.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's, and you're living your best life, Josh. This
I tell you, this summer I haven't done a lot of geocaching travel, but it is interesting. Good things have been happening to me. Strange good things, fortune. So somebody's looking out for me out there.
Yep, exactly right. That's fair enough. And as we record this now, you're holding Goliath, good old little Goliath. And we'll say it's true what they say about dogs and their owners now with you having that beard. Anyway.
Yes, he needs a haircut so bad. You can't even see. Poor guy. You need a shave. You need a shave.
Yeah. You can't see where your beard ends and his hit first starts. So my upgrade, Josh, would be the fact is that yes, I've had an absolute blast of a time at Midwest Geobash over the last weekend. It's like 4 days of 3 days of leap events and then the big day itself as well. I'd never been to Midwest Geobash. I was there with friends and we had a fantastic time, Josh. It was a really good time,
Yeah, it's a party. It's so fun.
We'll talk about more of it because there's different ways you can play Midwest Geobash.
Right.
But at the same time, at the same time, while I was there, they had 2 big Munsey events on as well. You see, so there was lots and lots of cards, and if you're a Munsey player, lots of points to be had, and a lot of blasting to be done, etc. And so that was really, really cool too. So that'll be my upgrade, Josh, is the fact that I've been playing all of our games, a lot.
Even me from home, I got almost 200,000 cap-on points from Midwest Geobash. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For leading the way. Because it went mega. There was over 50 people.
Yes.
That's pretty big. That's huge. That has not happened. I don't know. I can't remember. That happened at Geo Woodstock. That was the last time it happened, right?
Yeah, that was the last time it happened. And then it happens sometimes at the big planned ones. Minnesota's coming up in September, for instance, where there's a big planned one. There's already like 45 will attends for that. So those sort of planned ones, it always happens. But this was planned, but it wasn't planned to be mega. So that was good to see. All right, Josh, let's move on now into the episode itself, into Michigan, Josh.
Michigan, which is I don't know, are they I know they're the Wolverines, the Michigan Wolverines. Idea. Is it the Wolverine state? People are going to have to message us. They're probably shouting at their radios.
A lot of tag
Wolverine
plates.
State?
No, a lot of tag plates I've seen talks about water. A lot of talks about the water state, something about the water.
I mean, Minnesota's the land of 10,000 lakes.
Yeah, not lakes, but this is about water, I think, in some degree. So we'll find out. Why don't you Google it then while I'm actually talking about
I'm going to.
where I've been. There you go, exactly. Well, just a quick rundown, Josh, where I've been. So it took me about 2.5 weeks now in total, and I looped up from the southwest corner. So in other words, near Chicago. I come up around from Chicago, up around that corner there. I did the coastline along Lake Michigan itself. I then went up to the Upper Peninsula, the UP as they call it, and I did an anti-clockwise circle around the UP and then back down the East Coast area, and I'm back down there now as we speak for another block party, a geocaching block party called MIGO, MIGO. So that's how I went. That's the direction I did. So far, Josh, because I've been doing counties. So here we go. Here's a little geocaching thing for you. Okay. Counties are a little, council areas, if you want to be one of a better word, in states. And so there's a total of 83 counties in the state of Michigan.
Yeah.
I've found at least one cache in 72 of the 83 counties so far in the last 2.5 weeks. So,
that is really good. There's 83 counties in Minnesota too, and it took me years, and I live in the state, although I wasn't trying very hard. But yes, 72 counties in 2 weeks. That's right. Was that your was that your focus? Was you're like, this is how I'm going to explore the state. I want to just get counties.
After I ducked into Michigan, I looked and went, I've got 2 weeks leading up to Midwest Geobash. What am I going to do? I looked and thought to myself, hang on, remember Mag Planner? Remember that guy we had on? I think it was going back to, ready for this, Josh? Season 2, episode 14, which is July 8th of 2024. Oh, look at that!
Wow.
I did some research. Mag
Good
Planner,
memory.
and
Great memory.
I know, great memory. If you haven't listened to that and you don't know what that's about, Mag Planner is a guy who literally did every single county in the contiguous United States in 1 year. In 1 year. Here I am patting myself on the back doing 72 counties in 2 weeks or whatever, and he did the entire United States in 1 year. So, yeah, big shout out to Mag Planner for doing that. Now I know how it feels. It's rough, Josh. It's rough, I'm telling you.
Tell me about it. I mean, I'm sure you're seeing a lot of little small towns, right? I assume. It's a lot of small towns.
A lot of small towns.
What's Michigan like? Is Michigan like a lot of trees? Is it a tree place?
Yes.
Is it farm country? What?
It's
a little bit of everything.
A bit of everything. Which area you're in Michigan? It's not as farmy as what other states are. For instance, Ohio, very farmy up in the upper area of Ohio. It gets a little bit farmy in the lower part of Michigan, but then it's just very green, Josh. Lots of trees, lots of bushland, lots of wooded areas. And then you go up in the UP, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And Josh, I'll say this, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, it's a bit of one of those secret hidden gems we like to talk about. Because
I agree.
Because when you think of Michigan, I don't even think of the Upper Peninsula, to be honest with you. You know, and I always thought about the mitt, the hand mitt that Michigan's supposed to be, but that hand mitt doesn't include the Upper Peninsula.
No, it doesn't.
So it's
easily forgotten. It's almost like it's almost like its own state, kind of.
Yes. Yeah.
There's kind of a different vibe up there.
It is very much
very Northwoods vibe.
Oh, yes. Very much like the what do you call it? Those the Bigfoots, and all that sort of thing. There's a lot of chat up there about the different things that may or may not occur with witchcraft and Bigfoots and other phenomenons that happen up in the Upper Peninsula. And also, it's only connected literally to the main part of Michigan by the Mackinac Bridge. Yeah. So that's the only part.
I did communicate. I said, you're in Michigan. I said, remember? I was like, how close are you to Mackinac Island? Remember we talked about it? We talked about it with Dave Barsky. And it's been on movies and there's no cars there. It's a really cool place. I am curious if you actually went there.
I did not go to Mackinac Island because there's a reason. There is a reason.
You want to leave your van behind.
First and foremost, we're talking about the episode with Dave Barsky, Dirty Jobs, Season 2, Episode 8, April 15th, 2024. Great memory. Good memory. Dave did a great job on that episode. But no, the reason why I didn't, Josh, is because I was by myself. And I thought to myself, no, I'm going to come back up here anyway because I'm going to do the rest of the counties later on, go straight up the middle, basically, and do the rest of the counties. So I'll come back up here with some friends or whatever and go from there, and I'll go do Mackinac Island. I'll also do Power Island as well. For geocaching terms, Power Island is an extremely old geocache and one very sought after for the grids that we fill when it comes to our geocaching statistics. So I didn't even do Power Island either. So I'll do Power Island and Mackinac Island next time when I come back up. So yeah, that's why.
That's smart. You can share it with someone you love, like me.
I wouldn't get that far. Only if you keep the beard. Only if you keep the beard.
Oh, okay, I'll keep the beard. We'll go to Power Island and Mackinac Island together. We'll do some Mackinac Island cosplay. Wear old timey outfits with no cars and ride in horse-drawn carriages. That's what I imagine it's like up there.
Yes,
just like horse-drawn carriages because they can't have any motor vehicles. No cars,
no motor vehicles at all. Nope, no cars, no motorcycles. It's just it's just horse-drawn. That's all it is. I did see there's two ferries that go across, one from the south and one from the north, the Upper Peninsula as well. So they're the ferries that go across every single day. As I said, I looked at it, but I didn't actually do it. Now you're talking about the difference, Josh, in the Upper Peninsula. The Upper Peninsula is actually connected to the United States, but it's connected to Wisconsin all the way over the other side of Lake Michigan. So I didn't even know that, because when you look at the United States, you just think that's part of Wisconsin. You don't realize, hang on, no, that's actually Michigan, you see. So I've learned a lot, Josh, in this travel.
I know. You're becoming a real American traveler. I wasn't going to call you an American.
No. I'll never be that.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, just saying.
No. That's how I visited the Upper P. I did it through Wisconsin. That's how I got there. I was up there. Yep. And when I was up there, I visited an old mine. You go in like these mine cars, like this is iron ore country. It's and it's beautiful. Lake Superior is up there, and also Lake Michigan is right next to Lake Michigan as well. But beautiful. You were sending me some pictures of some Michigan sunsets facing the west, looking across Lake Michigan. Tell us about that.
Well, I will say, and I did bring it up in our last episode, Josh, when there was part of my upgrade in the last episode was about the Michigan sunset. We talked about that Michigan sunset, but I had to go back, Josh. I had to go back again for seconds. And this time when I went back, I didn't go to the same location. I went to a beach location, and there was people that came down onto the beach, and people were swimming, and I was like, this looks really strange to actually have a beach, but then have fresh water in the beach. Like, it's weird. It's strange to me.
It's weird to you, Craig.
to me, it's weird and strange.
As someone that has grown up near the ocean, our ocean is Lake Michigan.
That's right.
Lake Superior, because you can't see across it. It kind of feels like an ocean because you can't see across it.
But
they're so big.
There's no waves or anything like so. It was
it's
nice.
Very odd. It's very odd.
So the second sunset I did see, I saw that sunset over the actual water itself as it went down. There was a big ship in the foreground as well, which is really nice to see. It had nice little little trickling waves, but not that big. But it had people playing on the beach as well. There's one photo I took. There's a lovely couple that walking literally along the water's edge, Josh. And just as they got, I looked and went, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. They walked across in between, directly in line of sight from me to the sunset itself. And so the sun, and so they were silhouetted by the sun.
Did you get a picture?
Yeah, of course I got a picture. It's on my social media.
Check out.
It's on my personal social media.
Oh, okay.
It's a personal one, that one.
Do you want to share that on here?
Absolutely. It's It's Craig Michelle Photography. So CraigMichell Photography, all one word. So,
check it out, people.
Yeah,
I did see that picture. It was beautiful. Now, Craig, you've been to 72 of the 83 counties. Tell me. Is there any location, any city that stuck out to you? You got there and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. This is so unique. Was there any, or were you just like, next, click, check.
I was doing a lot of the check ones. Okay. And I was doing a lot of the amount of Dollar Generals that I've visited.
Oh, I bet.
Because if people don't understand, when you're geocaching like I've been doing and doing one cache per county, that's it. You want the quickest, easiest park and grab LPC, that's light post cache, you can actually find. And I'm just lucky enough that in Michigan, there's an actual series of Dollar Generals, and they're all kind of the same, and they're all LPCs, and they're all at the back of the Dollar General at the last light pole. So you're not muggled out or any of that sort of stuff too. So they're the easiest ones to find. Quick grab and go. The van's still running, so I don't even turn the van off to grab them. So that's what I've been doing mostly for the smaller counties and the other ones. So
well, that's a really good tip for people that just want to get county after county. Just search for the Dollar General in that county. Almost every little small town has one. My grandma lives in a town of less than 5,000 people, and she's got one. She was really excited about it because those towns don't have much other than that. They call them food deserts, Craig.
Yes.
Places where you can't necessarily get fresh food. You can just get like the TV dinner at the Dollar General.
That's right. And any international viewers or listeners out there, Dollar General, very much in Australia, we have like the $2 store, it's called. They even have a dollar store here as well. It's very similar to the Dollar General. Basically a store where they sell all knickknacks and other food items in different sizes. I do believe the Dollar General sells things cheaper, but it's actually smaller in size, the actual products. So there you go.
Yeah, that's the strategy, the business strategy. They're not dollar stores. And also they they have like almost like one of everything.
Yes. Yeah.
But just like one.
Just one. And you're the one to take it. Yep. And you're the one to take
sock,
it.
one
shoe.
One shoe. One pan.
One earbud. That's what I've been doing. That's how I've been collecting those. But Josh, to go back to your point, and that is, it wasn't actually there's a really beautiful little town up the northwest peninsula, right up top.
Okay.
Beautiful little town. The problem with that, I had zero cell service. I'm with AT&T, and I had zero cell service at all. A lot of the Upper Peninsula had very poor cell service. I'll be honest.
I'm sure.
And for obvious reasons too. But before you go into the town, you're going through this wooded area, and there's this pull off. And as you pull off the roadway itself, there is this, looked like a big thermometer or a big plaque going all the way up the top. It's a big billboard sort of style, but the billboard is vertical billboard, not horizontal. And on the billboard, it's actually got the snow level, because the Upper Peninsula has the lake effect snow, like degrees of lake effect. And I'm talking, Josh, there's signs up there for 20, 30, 40 foot of snow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's insane because of the lake effect of the snow. So
they get buried up there for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. But this time of the year, absolutely beautiful and green. Like everything's come back too. So, but I went up and around there, had a look. It was beautiful, but as I said, no cell service. So I came back down and around. I've been using an app, and the app's called iOverlander. iOverlander is a community-based app whereby anyone can put in a location that they've stayed at overnight, normally for free. So in other words, like my Cracker Barrels, like rest stops, like some Walmarts, that sort of thing too. It is a community-based app. So there are some times where you can get there and go, I'm not happy with staying here, and you move on. But there was one spot there. And the spot itself, I'm going to have to scroll down. I forgot exactly where it was. The spot it was, it's called Perrot Lake. Perrot Lake, I think it was. And I went in, and there was a little bit of dirt road. I'm like, okay, just trust this and get to the area. I come across this beautiful, pristine, clean, and glass lake, Josh. And I get there early in the afternoon, so I had plenty of time in the afternoon. I went for a swim in this lake. It was fresh water. It tasted fantastic, I'll be honest with you. So, absolutely fun. I loved it. And literally put the van when I put the van on its side, I put the van so that when the sliding door opens up to the lake and to the sunset. So here I was cooking my dinner with my back to another beautiful sunset over a lake at this time, instead of a big lake. Small lake instead of the big lake this time. So that's
that was in the northwest corner of the UP area.
Yes, yep, that was northwest corner of UP.
Perrot Lake. I'm going to spell it for the people.
Yes.
Perrault. Perrot.
AULT, like vault. So Perrot.
Yes.
Perrot Lake. That's it.
Perrot, but no vault.
No V.
We'll move on. They can look it up if they're interested. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I love. That's the best thing. I feel like I'm assuming, because I don't do this, but this surprises, especially when you get into these remote areas, this surprising things that you encounter that you're not necessarily planning for. Because I assume, Craig, there were areas that were not very many Cracker Barrels.
No, there was none up in the upstate.
I know. We know you've done your Harvest Host. I don't know how many of those you encountered. Were there less of those too in these remote areas?
Yeah. In the Upper Peninsula area, there's very little area in which you can stay. There's a couple of rest stops, but even then, it doesn't look like they're van life friendly up there, because the rest stops have these big gates that close overnight, and they say, and a big sign saying no overnight parking. So when there's ever signs I see no overnight parking, I don't even risk it. I don't stop there. I don't want to be knocked on the door by a police officer at 2 a.m. No, thank you. So so I just move on and keep going and find other spots that are around. But to talk about, I did some research, Josh. The Upper Peninsula, it spans approximately 36,000 square miles, with 29% of Michigan's land area is in the Upper Peninsula. So about 30%. of the actual Michigan is
It's
in the
big.
Upper Peninsula. It's big, and like as
Really
I said,
big.
you don't really know too much about it. So, hidden, forgotten part of Michigan, I do believe. I'm looking in the show notes as well. When I said about the winters and the snow, some of the regions receive over 200 inches of snow annually. 200 inches of snow.
Wow.
That's you
That's
can't complain when you're in Minneapolis now.
You're buried.
Yeah.
And here's the interesting thing, Craig. I know people all over the country, right? I know people from every state. I don't think I could say I know anybody that lives in the UP. I don't know one person.
Not in the UP. No, not in the UP. We know people in Michigan. Good old Daryl W4. Yeah, he lives in Michigan. So
and Merlin 1492, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That number sounds about right. Yeah, he's here in Grand Rapids as well. So yeah, we know people in Michigan, but not the Upper Peninsula area. So
you'll probably meet some people this weekend at the Michigan camp out. Mega. Is that happening this weekend? Yeah.
It is. I've already been to a couple of pre-events before today. Wow. Went to one again this evening before we actually recorded, and then another couple tomorrow, and then the big ones on Saturday, and then obviously CETO cleanup on the Sunday, etc., etc. They're all kind of similar. I will say, I haven't said this at all to anyone yet, Josh. Anyone. I feel like I'm maybe getting a little event burnout.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
I go to these events.
It's just a lot of the same. Kind of a lot of the same. Yeah.
A lot of the same.
You see a lot of the same people too.
Same people. Yeah. And you always have the same joke, long time no see. It's the same. It's no different. So yeah, I get out, I park up, get out of the van, and you're going and you're having the same sort of conversations with other people as well, but you don't get that that excitement isn't there like we had in Geo Woodstock, for instance,
when you're like looking forward to seeing people that you haven't seen for a long time. Yeah.
Exactly. I think that's what it is too. And as I said, little events. Sometimes these pre-events now, I'll go to these pre-events. I'll say hello or whatever, sign the logbook, and I'll look around for 5 or 10 minutes if I'm not really talking to anyone, and then I'll just go. So
check.
I'm not
been
really
there, done that.
Yeah, and it's not a good feeling, to be honest with you. So so that's a little bit of an insight for other people.
This is a year, Next year might be a little bit different.
Yeah, exactly.
And we know you're heavily connected to Muncie, so that's kind of a different. It's a little Muncie's. We talked about this before. Muncie's a little different because at those events you play the game.
Yeah, you play the game.
They're not just social, so there's even more motivation to play the game. At those events, but it's really interesting. I don't have that feeling because I have not been to very many megas this year. I've been to Geo Woodstock, and that's it.
Wow,
this has been a slow year. Yeah,
wow.
That's it.
Wow.
I may. I'm gonna knock on wood. I might see you in a couple weeks at West Bend
Cash Bash. Yes,
that's a fun, Craig. That's a fun one because it's geocaching. Like the event part of it is like 2 hours.
Yeah.
But like the Friday and Saturday, they put 60 new caches, 66 new caches, and they have got great hiders, and they're all good, and they're all like pristine and fresh. So it's really fun to just, if you like geocaching, you're gonna like the Midwest or the West Bend.
West Bend. The only negative to that is because you're at a mega event or a block party, whatever, with lots of people around. I'm not a fan of waiting in line to sign a logbook. You know what I mean?
It's not too bad, Craig. It honestly is not too bad.
Yeah.
And here's another thing you'll see. They're really spread out. So they're like way different parts of the county. So it really, that in itself really spreads people out. There's a little bit, but it's more like, hey, you're walking with somebody and you find a cache with them, and then you go to the next one and you maybe see somebody different. It's not, but it's not lines.
Yeah,
it's not lines.
Because not like Geo Woodstock or anything that's too. So that's all right. That's all right.
There's no lines. I think you're going to enjoy it. We're digressing. We got to get back to Michigan. Tell me a little bit about Seashell City.
So before I go to Seashell City
in the seashore.
Seashell. I can't even say it properly. I had to come back from the area itself. Seashell City. I of all people shouldn't have an issue with that.
It's a tongue twister.
It's located just as you come back across the Mackinac Bridge. So as you come back across the Mackinac Bridge, that's where it is. It's probably about a 10 minutes drive south along the highway. You see the big sign saying Seashell City. Now, I've been to a couple of small events here on the way around Michigan as well. Some people, Josh, that they host events like almost daily up here. You know, like
really?
Just one or two people going for a bite to eat or a beer, or even in a park, for instance. And I got an FTF, Josh, before this one event. I didn't realize.
Oh, wow.
I didn't realize everyone was saving the FTF for a joint FTF. And I went, oops, my bad.
Oopsie.
It was a reverse.
You didn't know.
No, I didn't know.
Local.
I'm not local. And the funny thing is, everyone's like, oh, where are you from? What are you doing in Australian? And they have no idea podcasts or videos or any of that sort of stuff.
Really?
Too. So
Is that funny?
Yeah. That was
Sometimes
funny.
we forget that there's people that don't watch anything
at all.
Or listen to anything.
Nope. They don't. Literally, they just go geocaching. That's it, sort of thing. So, but yeah, so I have met a couple of people doing that and doing those sort of events. But coming back over the Mackinac Bridge itself, it's a beautiful bridge, Josh, the Mackinac Bridge.
Oh, I'm sure it
is.
It's
a gorgeous bridge. There's an area where you can actually stop and see the full bridge on the north side as well, on the peninsula side. And what it is, it's like a you would love it. You of all people would love it. It is souvenir heaven. So it's
Seashell City.
No. Sorry,
this
is that's touristy. But I'm going to get to that in a minute because I want to talk about this Mackinac Bridge souvenir shop. On the Upper Peninsula. So you go in, Josh, and it is souvenirs galore, absolutely galore. It's a very much an American souvenir shop. Why I say it's American? Because under the counters, on glass counters, they've got these like small guns. They look like small guns, but if you rack the gun, like it looks like, and it racks the gun, like you rack the top of the gun, and as you rack the top of the gun, the knife blade flies out. So it's actually a knife, not a gun.
I think you sent me a picture of that. We're like, yeah, only in America. Knife guns.
I did. But you have to walk through the shop to go to the viewing area, the viewing platform for the actual Mackinac Bridge. Now, the viewing platform, though, you go up these stairs and you go, well, where am I going? Then you got more stairs. The stairs are on the roof of the actual souvenir shop. So you go up and you stand on the roof of the souvenir shop to see the Mackinac Bridge. So it was fun. It's all closed in. Like, it is safe, you know what I mean? So they do have barricades up in that too, so you're not going to fall off the roof. But I just thought it was a very cool, fun idea to actually have people up on top of the roof of the building in order to see the full bridge. So
that's cool. Yes, you know what that place was called? It was just a Mackinac Island, right outside of Mackinac Island by the bridge souvenir shop. So did it have a name? Or?
Mackinac Bridge souvenir shop. That's what it is. Mackinac Bridge souvenir
exactly
shop.
What it is.
Exactly what it is. So as you travel north over Mackinac Bridge, it's on the left-hand side. So you go around that side. You don't go to the Mackinac Island side. Mackinac Island's on the right. This is on the left. As you go across the bridge. So that's where it is.
I'm imagining like the souvenirs over on actual Mackinac Island are like classier. Like that's what I'm imagining. Like Mackinac Island's like a classy place. That's what I always, as far as the pictures I've seen in the movies that it's been in. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a souvenir shop type of place, but maybe there's different kinds of souvenirs.
I know. A quick rundown about Mackinac Bridge before we get on to the Seashell City, and that is 5 miles in length, Josh. It is a long bridge. It was opened on November 1st, 1957, from construction of May 1954. So it's completed in 48 months. That's it for the whole entire bridge. The tower height is 552 foot above the water, and the foundations of it itself reach 210 foot below to the rock ground underneath the water. So
Whenever you see epic bridges like this, do you sometimes think to yourself, how in the heck did they make that? Like, how did they build it into the sea?
I know, especially back in 1957, where they didn't have like the electronics and everything else as well. Like
think about it.
Yeah,
210 feet below. That's so deep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't figure it out.
I know. I did the same when it comes to Australia and the Sydney Harbour Bridge. And I went on a Harbour Bridge tour. You do a bridge walk and they give you the full tour of the Harbour Bridge itself. And they go through the whole history of the bridge and how, Josh, it's the same here as well. these people, they didn't have harnesses. They were literally sitting on beams, and one person was heating up the hot rivets, and then they go hot rivet, and they chuck the hot rivet to the person who would grab it with the tongs, put it in the hole, and slam the other side together. And then as it cools, it shrinks down. You see, the hot rivet cools, shrinks down, and holds the two pieces of steel together. The amount of rivets that are on the bottom of that ocean under the harbor bridge is insane.
Oh, I'm sure. You know what? It takes real men to build those bridges, and they don't even probably need beards. No. Or maybe they do.
They did. You have a look at all the photos. All the men had beards. Yeah, they all had beards. Yeah, they all had beards. That's right. But anyway,
I had to do the callback.
We're digressing. The Mackinac Bridge. One more thing. There's 4 million vehicles cross every single year. It's about $5 for the toll in both directions each way. Which isn't too bad for that sort of bridge. It's a beautiful bridge, but they do close it down once a year for the Mackinac Bridge Walk. It's every Labor Day, and they have between 40 to 65,000 walkers walk across the bridge. All traffic is stopped for the event itself. This year, Josh, there's an actual geocaching event an hour before the bridge walk, at the base of the bridge. So you can go to the geocaching event. Well, no. It's only a 30-minute event, and it's for the purpose of meeting other geocachers. And then if you want to go and do the walk, that you can. So it's on the cache page that you can do the walk.
You're not supposed to stack events. Just don't tell the reviewer.
It's not stacked. Because the event itself is a city event. It's not a geocaching event. You say it's just a city event, the walk.
No, I'm saying that you can't stack events on other major events. So, like for example, I tried to do an event during like the Minneapolis Marathon. Nope, can't. Because
this is before the event start. The actual walking event starts. You see, they do mention in the event page about like how you can do the walk after this event's finished if you wish to. You don't have to. Blah blah blah. So yeah, it's about half an hour difference between it ends and then this one starts. So that's pretty cool. Now
it sounds like a bucket list item. That's a bucket list item.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting back to Seashell City.
Seashell City by the seashore.
As you're traveling south along the main highway coming all the way south itself, you'll see the Seashell City. It's got a big, huge sign, Seashell City. And a week before that, I was at one of these local events, and I got told that, your name's Seymour Shell. Oh, you need to do this virtual cache. And he told me the virtual cache, some clam or something. I went, oh yeah, no worries, I'll look into it. Never blinked an eyelid. I saw this Seashell City. I thought, I've got to stop there. And I stopped there and had a look. It was the virtual that he was talking about the giant clam.
There's a giant clam in the building?
Inside the building, there's a giant clam. It's real giant clam. And
cool.
4,000 tons or something. No, not tons, something else. 4,000 pounds for this giant clam. Like, it is huge. And so that's the virtual. You got to go in there, take a photo, and get some information, and go from there. But yeah, it's a really cool location, and it is full, Josh, absolutely full to the brim with seashells. Like the entire store or warehouse.
Oh, wow.
The warehouse is filled with seashells, and you buy them. You can buy any seashell you want pretty much in there. It's lots of souvenir stuff. There's shirts and signs and stickers. Actually, no, there's no stickers. Everything else but stickers. I bought some shells.
Okay, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it. It says it's in Sheboygan, Michigan.
Yeah.
It's called the man-killing clam.
Yeah. That's it. The man-killing clam. Because
it says this small nautical gift shop is the home of the 500-pound behemoth.
500
man-killing clam.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my type of thing.
Yeah, and it's front and center of the actual inside the shop as well. So if you have a look at the cash page, Josh, you might even see my ugly mug in there too. So next to the clam, so you'll see just how big it is, because of the size of my head is big head anyway.
Well, it says here the clam is considered man-killing because of its ability to trap divers by the feet.
Yes.
However, these clams are not carnivorous. Well, that's
I told you. Yeah. This is, again, it's a place where, again, you wouldn't probably Yeah, you probably would go there because it looks so good, but you may not go there if it wasn't for geocaching an extra.
Oh, yeah.
They get the extra smiley too. So,
you get to visit the man-killing clam. That's really
I love
cool.
a virtual, Josh. I love a virtual.
There's more coming too. Virtual's 5.0.
Correct. They're all happening. Do you think you're gonna be available for 5.0?
No, because I got one at 4.0. I think the people that got ones at 2.0, 3.0 will have a better chance.
That means I've got a better chance. I got one at 2.0. I got the first.
Yeah,
batch.
I think you might have a good chance.
Through.
I don't know if they're going to consider your home area Australia, or if your home. Have you changed your home area on geocaching.com?
My home area is still good old US of A.
Okay, so that's what they base it on, because they try to even them out among the country. You should make your home area somewhere really remote. You'll get one for sure. You'll get one for sure. Just in the middle of Montana. I live in Montana.
I live in Montana.
That's actually not true. Your home address is actually Florida, but
technically, my home address is Florida. Exactly.
Did you drink any beer, Craig, on this Michigan adventure?
Did I drink beer? You and I both know, especially listening to our good friend Minnesota boy, and his partner in crime, Courtney, as well, on the Brewery Adventures podcast. Mm-hmm. I've been utilizing the app Untapped a lot, and I'll have a look and see the Untapped, and it comes up with the different maps, and I'll then look at the breweries and all their rankings in the area, and then I'll go and partake. Josh, I love a flight. I love a taster.
Oh yeah,
a taster of the whole, especially if it's a micro brewery or something like that too. I'll have a full taster too. So, and they've been very up here. I'm telling you, they're very IPA pushing forward, which is good because that's my type of beer.
Ew, gross.
They're not light beer forward, Josh, because they're real men up here. They all have beards, so so it is IPA forward. Yeah.
I think a real man drinks Miller High Life.
No, as you know, because I've been sending you some photos as well. The actual flights themselves have been pretty cool to see. There's been one flight that I saw was made out of actual steel rod and welded together. Like, this thing was heavy without the beer in it. Cool. That sort of thing. And then the one I had even today, for instance, was a iron rock or iron bark or something like that. But it was an actual, like a Thor sword, like an actual full-on Viking sword, and the holes were in the Viking sword where the beer sat. So,
that's really cool.
That's cool. That's really cool. So, yeah.
I love when they embrace their theme with the flights, because there's like up here, there's a flight that's a ski. They put them in the ski, stuff like that. I love that kind of stuff. That's really cool.
Yeah. Yep.
It makes for a good photo op. Yeah.
Oh, I love a good photo op. And I was talking to the one of the brewers there today who was behind. And, we're talking about my travels and what I do, etc. We talked about the app Untapped. They are a premium Untapped member. He's very much forward in regards to keeping the membership. And I did say to him, I go, well, I found you on Untapped map, and that's the reason why I'm here today. He said that's exactly the reason why. Yeah, at minimum, they need to keep their subscriptions with Untapped. He said, because for that reason, So I then took a nice photo of the flight, and I was praising the flight, the whole lot. Did it on my social media, on my Tuesdays, the Vans social media page, and tagged Untapped because I'm getting a new badge as well. Oh, who shared it? Untapped shared this.
Okay.
That was so excited.
We talk about Untapped so much on this podcast. We need to get them on here. I don't think it's going to be that hard.
No.
Because this is a podcast guided by location-based games. You can argue Untapped is a location-based game.
Yeah.
You're checking in. You're getting badges. It's a location.
Yeah, and it's gamified. Your drinking is gamified.
We need to stop talking about it, and we need to get them.
We do.
We need to get them on the show. That would be really interesting. And then Minnesota boy would be so jealous.
He would be, because
he has a brewery podcast.
Well, it's a travel podcast. There you go, Josh. That's your task for the next week, for the next episode. That's your mission. Okay. To get a representative of Untapped on our podcast.
You know how I get people's attention? I just leverage TikTok, because
I know you do.
They see all those followers and they're like, well, this guy, I'll talk to him. Little do they know.
Yeah, little do they know.
Yeah, that TikTok is unpredictable with views. Anyway, that's another story. Wow. So, anything else, Craig? Anything else about Michigan that now it seems like you went through it quickly, and it sounds to me that you got to go back. Are you in Grand Rapids right now? Is that where you are?
No,
Grand Rapids?
no. So
where are you?
I'm halfway. I'm halfway between a place called Jackson and Ann Arbor. So, and that's where they've got the MyGo events this weekend, you see, is in like a campground area.
Okay.
In between those, Jackson and Arbor, which is on the southeastern sort of side of Michigan.
Okay.
So it's only about an hour and a half north of Midwest Geobash. So
wow, that's close.
Yeah, it's that close.
I'm surprised they allow that. That's really close for 2 megas to be, especially like a week apart. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, cool.
Yeah. But do you want to go on the Midwest Geobash, Josh?
Oh yeah, we got to talk about speaking of Midwest Geobash.
Speaking of it, there you go.
First time. This was your first time there. I've been there once too. It was many years, but Craig, I only went one day, and as soon as I went that one day, I realized, okay, this is not an event that you just go for one day. This is an experience where you're there at least 3 days.
Yeah,
is that correct?
So this is absolutely correct, and this is the closest I've felt to being at home as a mega event at home in Australia. The mega events in Australia are all like this. They're all like the Midwest Geobash, and that is they are a camping on-site event where you camp with all your friends and all your geocaching buddies. You go out geocaching during the day, and then you come back in the evening, and then there's the events in the evening, and there's parties and drinking and all that sort of stuff too. So, or you don't have to. So you don't have to partake in the alcohol.
Just hang out.
Just hang out. But this one, it was so well done, Josh. We had all the sub events, and of course there was between normal events and the community celebration events as well, which is a different icon again. Then they had a poker run as well. The poker run was really well done, and I'll say this as well. Here is a nice heartfelt story. If you're listening to this podcast right now, and you've got a small business and you're around a possible mega event of some sort of geocaching, and they come to you and say, will you help us out with a poker run? Say yes. Say sponsor. Sponsor them. You've got to sponsor.
Because you go into the stores and you get cards, right? You get envelopes with cards in them. Yeah.
Well, they did it better. They did it one better. Okay. You don't get cards because all you do is you go into the store and they've got sheets of barcodes, and you peel off one barcode and put that barcode on your sticker sheet. And that barcode, when scanned, tells you what card you've got. So you don't know what card you've got, you see, until later on. That's how it works.
That's fun.
So lots of fun. They had it for children as well, but it wasn't barcode. It wasn't a poker run because they're not allowed to. It's illegal. But they had like a dinosaur run. So they had dinosaur stickers for each one.
Because that was the theme, right? Dinosaurs
was the theme.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs was the theme. But here's the heartfelt story, Josh. Ready for this?
Okay. Yep.
There is a community-based orchard nearby, and they saw the organisers of Midwest a couple of months beforehand saw that this community-based orchard was actually going downhill, quite fast when it comes to their, produce being sold and customers and whatever else as well. So they got them on board for the poker run, and the amount of customers they had through the door, they ran out of every single item of food they had, all their peaches, all their beeswax thing that they had, their honey, their maple syrup, star, sugar burst things and stickers. They ran out of everything. Now they had in the 3 weeks leading up to the event, they had 13 customers in 3 weeks. They had over 1,000 customers on one day.
Oh my gosh! And people bought stuff too.
Oh, we bought stuff.
So
cool. I bought a whole thing of peaches, and they were good, Josh. The peaches were so fresh. Like you're buying it from these vendors and stores. Oh, it's fantastic. So yes, and that's what they had, and that's part really of the poker run. So if you are a small store, etc., and you hear that there's something going on, even if it's vendors markets or whatever else, well, my suggestion is put your hand up for it, no matter what it is. It doesn't have to be geocaching. It could be anything, because people are very receptive of it and very, very thankful for being part of it, that sort of thing too.
That's why I love mega events in the small towns, because it makes a big dent. Like you have a mega in a big city. It's like, you're not even a blip, But if it's a smaller town, people know you're there, and you make a huge impact. So, sometimes there's more attendees at the event than that live in the town. And so that can like turn a city's economy around in one day. And like it did with this business. That's so cool.
That's really cool. And one more thing as well before we start to wrap it up, and that is I did something, Josh, for the first time ever that, and no Australians do because we don't do this, and I see it on the movies all the time. I was driving through the farmlands of Ohio. Beautiful farmlands, cornfields on one side, soybean field on the other side, beautiful white houses here and there and positioned. And I went past and I looked on my right-hand side. There were two young boys selling lemonade out the front of their house. I had to screech on the brakes as best I could, spin back around and buy myself some lemonade. It wasn't very good lemonade. It was warm. It was these poor boys, they were sweating. They were hot. They were
working. Nobody was stopping.
No.
I hope you were like, keep the change too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But I will say for a cup of lemonade, I saw some $10 notes sitting in their little drawer. So some people have been there.
Only person that felt sorry for them.
No, not at all. Maybe they spritz themselves as people come past so they can look like they're
exactly.
hot.
Oh, it's so hot out here.
But Josh, I'll be honest with you, it was the only time I've ever actually felt like I was part of a movie, like a traditional American movie. The farmland, the green, the cornfields, it's beautiful.
You know what?
It is absolutely.
You know what that reminds me of, Craig, when we were traveling together through Ohio when we were doing the pizza tour, and we were on the porch in Cleveland, remember? And you were like, oh my gosh, what's that? I was like, Craig, those are fireflies.
Yeah.
I've never seen fireflies.
Yeah.
And then we went out in the country and they were everywhere. You're like, oh my gosh, you only see these in movies.
And then you scared me, Josh, because you were driving, you turned the headlights off in the back country of nowhere, Ohio.
Yeah, so you could really
black. See them. And I could really see him, but you were still driving. You didn't actually stop. But it's past more than 6 months, so the statute of limitations is gone.
Yeah, but then you look like you're going. When you turn the lights off and you do that, you look like you're going through warp drive, like on Star Trek or something.
Yes, especially when they try and get out of the way. But I have seen a few more of those over the last few months as well up here in the north too. The fireflies, or
they're kind of a dying
bugs.
breed. I heard that they're not surviving. They're more and more rare, which is sad. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, that is sad. That is very, very sad. But Josh, getting back one more thing before we ended up, and that is the Midwest Geobash. It had a brand new Adventure Lab art. Now, this Adventure Lab art, the Midwest Geobash has always had a flamingo theme. They've got a flamingo as their logo. That's their mascot, is the flamingo. This Adventure Lab art is in the shape of a flamingo. Once you click into the art itself and you have a look at all the pins spell out MWGB25. So cool. It's a double art. So that was really cool. Pasha88, a big shout out to her. She's the one that organized that artwork too for the Adventure Lab. Now, you and I, we did Midwest Geobash.
Yep.
We did Geo Woodstock. I'm getting confused.
And we did Texas Challenge.
Yes.
But I have been to 2 megas.
There you go.
Texas Challenge.
Texas Challenge as well. But at Geo Woodstock, Josh, you and I, we were on stage and we gave a poll to everyone. We said, anyone put up your hand if you've got Adventure Labs as your main find type. Mm-hmm. And a few people put up their hands. Guess what, Josh? I'm now one of those people.
Oh, really?
I have more Adventure Labs. My Adventure Lab find is over 7,000 finds for Adventure
More
Lab.
than traditionals.
Traditionals at 6,800. 6,800 traditionals and over 7,000 Adventure Labs.
Yeah, that is not me quite yet. I think I raised my hand, but that's not true. I still have more traditionals. But you go to these mega events, it is a bonus. Yeah. And if people don't know what we're talking about, you're getting 700 finds for answering typically trivia questions inside of a parking lot.
Yeah.
Now, how big was this one, Craig? Was it the biggest ever? Some people, I listened to the geocaching podcast. You said there was 700. Burke said there was more.
There was 750, I think it was. And they're claiming, Pasha claims to be the biggest in the in North America. Not the world, but North America.
We have to go back, but I thought Texas Challenge had over 800.
I know, but I don't know. If they don't, then they will now because the Texas Challenge one, they just add on. They just add on more.
It gets bigger because everything's bigger in Texas.
Exactly. They want to be the number one, so they'll just add more. That's all they'll do. But yeah, no. The cell service, though, Josh. Yeah, the cell service. I'm sure
it was rough because you got everybody on their phones. I remember that too when I was there. Yeah,
and I'm with AT&T now, so AT&T is really super rough in terms of zero cell service.
Oh.
So. Well, I put the van. I went and drove. Got the van there itself, and it was, the weather was okay. If you don't know, if you've never been to Midwest Geobash, prepare for rain. Apparently, it rains every single year, and it did. It rained pretty hard. A few people went home before. People got washed out, Josh, in their tents.
Oh, chucked their tents away. That event's been flooded before. I know.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
That's not
so I bought the van up in the field area where you can park up and get all of them all at once. So I took the van up there. I put my Starlink up, you see. Oh, perfect. Smart. Put the Starlink up. I had drinks. I had snacks. And we sat in the van for 2.5 hours clicking away.
For the Adventure Labs.
For the Adventure Labs, yeah. For the Adventure Labs.
How was Muncie, though? Was Muncie rough for people? Were they struggling?
Yep, everyone was struggling, except some people. And I didn't know this existed. Here's a tip for travelers. This is a good travel tip, Josh. You ready for this? Good friends of yours and mine, Frank, his name is, Munzie Prof is his Munzie name, GeoProf is his geocaching name. He's got a phone. On his phone, he's got AT&T, but he's got Verizon as an added bonus for cell service. So he pays, I think it's like $30 a month extra. And he has Verizon on top of the AT&T. So he's actually got two bars at the top of his phone. And you can see the AT&T, how strong that is, and then how strong the Verizon signal is. And it'll go off the strongest signal, whichever one's the strongest signal. That's what it goes off. So that's a good tip for travelers out there.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. But the Munzie was a bit rough for that. But then I'll say this, Josh, the Munzie itself, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of cards.
So many. I saw the map.
There was
not only was
a ton.
Not only was the fairgrounds filled, but the whole town was filled. That was so smart because there was an event in the fairgrounds and then there was an event in the town.
So here's a tip for you. Some people were watching me very intently because the Sunday before the Midwest Geobash, so the Sunday before it happened, I started placing all those cards between. I had a lot of cards ready to go, and I placed them all between the two events. And I did down each road, down the side road, and down the road. I then got 3 different messages from 3 different people who were on another team, basically, and they all said, "We're watching you, Craig. We're seeing what you're doing." And next minute, I looked up, and there was like all the cards were all following all my route that I did because I knew the area. I know what Munzie players are like. They're also geocachers, so they're out during the day, so they're always going to cap cards. But Josh, you cap or you blast these cards and these Munzies everywhere. They kept coming back. People kept on placing them every single day.
That was me. Sunday morning, I was on my couch watching them expire, and I was dropping them. I was dropping the Crimson Chalice right on top of the event as the ones expired. That was me. I'm sure.
It still didn't do you any well because you still got 3rd place. But anyway, that's one for the Munzie podcast.
But it still has the best logo. In my opinion.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah. But Josh, going back quickly before we finish it up, and that is these 2 boys themselves,
Yeah. The lemonade dudes.
The lemonade boys. How proud would they be?
Oh man, I'd say they're really proud of their town. If they're gonna do a lemonade stand, they want to represent Wauseon and Ohio, and they're like, you know what these geocachers need? They need lemonade, and I'm so proud of their town. They're gonna love this town because I'm proud of this town, and then they will be proud, and they will come back to Midwest Geobash because they're proud of the town. And that's a damn rare thing these days.
There you go. Jeez, I'm your quarterback now,
you.
Josh. Jeez, you're welcome. I just didn't want to edit later on. That's all it was. So. Anyway, Josh, Craig, you were saying at the start, though, in regards to you're going to ask the patrons first about your beard.
Should I?
You're going to go to the patron. I think you should. Okay. Now, if you're listening to this episode right now, this is a bonus. If you're listening to this episode right now and you want to become, one of the few that have the voice for Josh's beard, How do they get on Patreon, Josh?
Oh, you go to patreon.com/treasures of our town. You are supporting us. You are giving me advice about my facial hair. There are important things. These are important things in the world, and only you get to have the say. And maybe if they're like, I hate it, what people might be like 51%, shave it. I might just listen. Yeah. I might not, but I might. I don't know.
51% may say keep it, and you might listen.
This is true. And then I'll become, like ZZ Top. Who knows? Anyway.
I wouldn't go that far. Otherwise, Josh, how can people contact us if they want to contact us in any way, shape, or form?
Yes. Feel free to reach out to us at treasuresofourtownpodcast@gmail.com, or you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, or just go to our Buzzsprout website. Just search Treasures of Our Town on Google, and you can message us there.
Exactly. So that's it for the show today. Please subscribe, rate, and review on your favorite podcasting app. And as always, Josh,
may your travels always lead you to the most unexpected and amazing hidden gems like the man-eating clam. See you next time, everybody.
Man-eating clam. Bye.
Bye-bye.